Kevin McCarthy of California told his close friend Liz Cheney that he hoped the social media companies would censor more conservative Republicans in Congress. Donald Trump, the sitting president, had already been silenced by those companies, but McCarthy wanted the tech oligarchs to do more, to force disobedient lawmakers off the internet. Quote, can't they take their Twitter accounts away too? Those are the tape-recorded words of Congressman Kevin McCarthy, a man who in private turns out sounds like an MSNBC contributor. And yet, unless conservatives get their act together right away, Kevin McCarthy or one of his highly liberal allies like Elise Stefanik is very likely to be Speaker of the House in January. That would mean we will have a Republican Congress led by a puppet of the Democratic Party.
Exactly, and if you're a conservative, you should be worried about that DSA member Elise Stefanik could be leading the charge, or the highly leftist Kevin McCarthy. It is so dishonest. Like, sure, Tucker, he prefers the even crazier wing of the party right now. He likes the Matt Gaetzes and the Marjorie Greens more than the Kevin McCarthys, specifically because Tucker Carlson realizes what that wing actually represents and what it doesn't. It doesn't represent a substantive policy divide in the party. It's just a more aggressive white supremacist version that delivers the same tax cuts for the wealthy and all of that. So he likes it because it's better equipped to distract the base and all that. He thinks that's how they get into power and then deliver for the wealthy people that Tucker Carlson is both a part of and supports. But anyway, I get why, Jordan, he would have a problem with what Kevin McCarthy said about social media. That was a true and honest critique, but all the stuff about his quote comments and his liberal friends and everything was just so wildly dishonest.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstabbing going on in this moment for Republicans, and again, I love it. Let them self-immolate, all of them. There is nobody they won't throw under the bus. Like, nobody is safe right now. So the more they can continue, betraying each other, stabbing each other, whatever, go for it. And again, it's a sign they're really appealing to this fervent lunacy fringe in the Republican base, and which is only going to get stronger and more emboldened. It's going to lead to worse outcomes, and like we talked about earlier, it's probably going to lead to more violent outcomes. But the way they've invoked like conspiracy culture and anti-vax and anti-science culture, and just an outright explicit violent white nationalist sentiment, just throw it all together. That's the Republican base. They don't care so long as all of those people vote and they vote for Republicans. And Tucker always sees where the winds are blowing. A couple years ago, he wanted to pretend to be a populist. Now he's just like, whatever. Anybody who will vote and take on anybody in power that I can use for ratings, for clicks, for speaking engagements, book sales, whatever, come on in. I mean, the testicle tanning segment. Did an interview last week with people who have covered that, and they saw a direct link to, white nationalist, men's rights type communities, and it's a booming industry. He just sees dollar signs, so he's gonna incorporate that into his media. This guy is an opportunist, plain and simple.
It's just Alex Jones stuff. That's all it is. It's meant to appeal to those same people. Tucker, and it's so weird that Alex Jones. Does he not understand that Tucker Carlson is just stealing his entire thing? It's weird that he doesn't have a problem with that. It's also weird, by the way, that Donald Trump doesn't have a problem with the fact that while everyone on the right, aside from like Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney, they realize that they have to suck up to Trump. They have to continually fight with each other to imply that they are the most supportive. That's what the entire Republican Party is. Tucker Carlson and maybe to a lesser extent Matt Gaetz, they're among the few Republicans willing to try to break from Trump by forcing Trump to change. Trump has already come out with his response to this. Trump last Friday said, quote, I've had actually a very good relationship with McCarthy. I like him. And other than that brief period of time, I suspect he likes me quite a bit. He made a call, I heard the call, I don't like the call. But almost immediately, as you know, he came down here and took a picture. The support was very strong, which is true. Kevin McCarthy went and genuflected before him. He also said he doesn't claim responsibility, even though Kevin McCarthy said that he did. So that's his position. Tucker Carlson now is trying to put pressure on Trump or on Trump through the Trump base by saying, not saying directly, mind you, because Tucker Carlson is still a coward. He doesn't have tan balls. That Trump is wrong. Trump has already decided, I'm okay with Kevin McCarthy. Tucker does not accept that. So he is trying to put pressure on Trump to change. No, you have to get rid of him, whether directly by trying to appeal to Trump, maybe imagining Trump will watch his show, or making it so that the Trump base will no longer accept Kevin McCarthy. And Trump will also eventually read the wind and go in that direction. So why doesn't Trump realize that he is being manipulated by Tucker Carlson? He doesn't really seem to have a problem with it. And it's one of the few people that has enough of a base amongst all those crazies and is at least equally talented in manipulating the crazies that you would think Trump, maybe the fact that Trump doesn't say or do anything about it, maybe it indicates that he's actually worried. Maybe there are some people he's not 100% sure he would win against in a battle over the fate of the MAGA movement.
Maybe he's losing it. He's been out of the game for a little bit. He's just kind of been shaking hands and taking pictures and golfing. Maybe he's just, he's lost his game. He's getting older. We'll see in a year or two. But he also has, he's welcomed new people into his camp, right? Like he's backing JD Vance now. He's got Dr. Oz. Like maybe he's just replacing them with new lunatics. I don't know. I don't know if it's like that Trump's just, not seeing it or doesn't care or whatever. I think they all just kind of hate each other and they're all in it for themselves. We've got a cameo here.
Cameo.
And it's just I lost my train of thought. I'm
sorry. I apologize. So really fast, just okay. In terms of the future of Kevin McCarthy, I just thought this is really interesting. So this is a billboard apparently put up by the Republican Accountability Project. It says it's in McCarthy's district and it says, "We've heard the tapes, Kevin. Stop lying about January 6th. So what I believe this is a group that tries to put pressure on Republicans to stop being as awful as they're being. Okay, so the idea is, we've heard the tapes, Kevin. We know what you really think. So why are you lying about January 6th? But it seems to me to be an incredibly unlikely to be successful billboard, because a MAGA person could read that, "We've heard the tapes, Kevin. Stop lying about January 6th," and just think like that. It's not consistent. Like, I don't think they're gonna be like, it's true. He did have the right position then. They'll just fill in the blanks of the lies or what he was saying on the tapes. Like, I don't know, it doesn't, like, if you're trying to have a battle over the fate of the Republican Party, the odds are stacked against you no matter what, because these people are all brainwashed. You're gonna have to be a little bit clearer in your messaging. But apparently, as I alluded to earlier, for the most part, the Republicans do still support him. He had some sort of meeting with the House GOP conference just earlier today, and he was given a standing ovation. So far, Gaetz and Tucker Carlson apparently don't have the numbers.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.